Real Life Street Stars, man. Y'all put it together. Man, we got him in the building, man. We got man, Lil Soulja Slim, man. We got Soulja Slim's son in here. What do you go by as far as when it comes to the world, when it comes to from doing business, doing music, just what do you prefer to go by? As we all get older, we all like to, might switch up the moniker.
Since I'm older, I ain't gonna lie, like I just be telling a lot of people just call me Darryl. My name Darryl.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I soldier, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'm curious, how old are you now, man?
27.
27, man.
Yeah.
We about to go all the way through there, man. First and foremost, man, I thank you for coming to the platform. Thank you for just coming through, because again, the stories that we try to tell on this couch is, we go looking for stories, but sometimes the stories come to us, and we're able to, be privileged to tell stories outside of Dallas. When we first started this was strictly like, hey, let's talk to some Dallas OGs. Yeah. We're going through it, but then we started, touching Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Cali, LA. Now we're going worldwide, man. And your story is a story that, we technically, we kind of need to go through, man. We kind of need to go through. For those that are deaf, dumb, stupid, living on the rock, man, reintroduce yourself. Tell them where you were raised mostly, as far as where you grew up.
I'm a Darryl, Lil Soulja Slim. I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, Methodist Hospital. I moved to Mississippi. After Mississippi, I stayed in Mississippi a long time. I went to school in Mississippi.
Yeah.
I grew up in the Tap family, the Bell family. I stayed in Dallas for like 2 years.
Is Methodist still? Is it still called Methodist? Every city has that one hospital that like niggas like. That one that nobody want to go to if like, nah, we ain't trying to go to that one.
Yeah, that was Charity. That was the city zoo. I was born in the East.
Okay, definitely. First and foremost, man, for you yourself, man, and for everything you've been doing. When we see a situation like, who your father was, and we're going to touch on your father and everything else, I want to just go ahead and just touch on the elephant in the room, man. We had Dana came through here. Magnolia Dana is what she said she wanted to go by. Who said, man, I had Soulja Slim's son, who's locked away, whatever, and she was saying things. Again, I don't know the story and history of all that. We let her tell her side, but she's like, man, I needed to get a paternity test done. You have a brother that's out there. He looks just like Soulja. For the history, because again, I know there's history out there, and I haven't seen all the history. But as far as the history of what she is and what her son is, can you tell us like what that whole situation is from what? On your side of things, I
really don't. I don't know. She just reached out to me in 2017. Like she ain't never had reached out to my grandma or nobody. She just reached out to me.
Oh wow. When you get someone like that reaching out and to receive the message, how did you receive it? Like as far as just because anybody can say anything and then kind of go from there.
I just asked. It wasn't really about nothing. Then her son reached out to my auntie.
Gi. Her sister.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna go.
I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, at this point, it don't really got nothing to do with me. I don't know why people include me, and it don't got nothing to do with me. Like, I ain't choose, you know what I'm saying? I ain't choose to be in this family, you feel me? Dude was in the hospital with my mom when I was born. We got pictures of it. This is just who I knew. This was my dad. Like, I got pictures as my upbringing with my mama, with my dad. I got pictures with my mama and my grandmother, my auntie, you feel me? Like, my mama was a part of this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if the shoe was on the other foot, and I would have just told my mama, no, like, don't worry about it. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't even care, because still to this day, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I want to touch on that first because, we got a whole lot of other stuff to get into, man. You got a whole life that you done lived prior to 2017 and all that, man. So, man, let's go and touch on it, man. How early on do you remember like that, You know, every kid probably remember when they was 4 or 5 years old. You know, it's little memories. But how early on did you know that you was, not saying you was different, but you was from something special, like, you know, from Soulja, you know, your father?
I didn't know until after he got killed.
So you didn't see nothing.
And you got to think about it. My dad, to me, was, he was a rapper. He had a studio in his house. You know what I'm saying? Before it was a studio, it was my bedroom.
Oh, damn.
He turned it into a studio. But my dad was in and out of jail. I used to be going to see my dad in jail. My grandma bring me, my mama bring me, you know what I'm saying, to see dude in jail. Like, he got out of jail. He had his little situations and stuff going on, but I didn't really get involved in the music part of his life until he went independent. And he was doing it at home. He got producers in his house. He signed, he got his little artists and stuff around, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's when I got to see more of it because I'm in the house.
About how old were you doing this? What age?
I had to be like 6, 7.
Okay, yeah. You
know what I'm saying? All the way up until he died. I was 8 when he died.
Yeah.
Feel me?
So like, did you see any type of let's say high level rap shit going on as you were like, do you remember any like just
like when I was 5 at my auntie birthday party, I think she was like, I was 5, so she had to be like 10.
Okay.
The No Limit artist came, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
She had a No Limit birthday party.
Oh yeah.
Like I tell everybody this, I got this dude, he not really my brother, but my dad introduced me to him as my brother. His name's Stanley Morgan, he played for the Bengals.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, for real?
My dad is with his mama, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
shit.
Locked in, like, this is my brother, you feel me? I was young, 5 years old, like, damn. I was introduced to him. But I used to always, like, get dropped off at their house, you know what I'm saying? I used to be with them a lot. My dad would be out in the night doing this thing because that was his old lady, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Did you go to, like, pre-K kindergarten?
Yeah, I went to Greater St. Stephen Learning Center to first grade. So,
even going through just, you know, those early levels of school, did you have like a chip in your shoulder just knowing like, man, my daddy a rapper, you know, my daddy, you know, at least, hey, he cool, you know what I'm saying? My daddy on that, or you was really like protected from that line?
My daddy was a gangster. Real talk, like I ain't, like,
ain't nothing to brag about.
He was a cool dude, like he was a cool dude, but like, all right, so I went to Greater St. Stephen Learning Center, right by the Magnolia Project, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bishop Paul Les Martin was the preacher. Matter of fact, he got a son. He got a son that do music. But
older than you or younger than you?
I'm talking about my preacher.
Okay, yeah.
The preacher got a son. His name PJ Martin. You heard of PJ Martin?
I'm not. Okay, yeah.
He went to Greater St. Stephen Learning Center too. You feel me?
Damn.
But it was right by the project. It was uptown. My grandmother, my mama stayed in the 12 wall on General Persian Street. So that's the house I grew up in. You feel me? Yeah. On General Persian Street, I lived with my grandmother and stuff all the way up until she lost the house near Katrina.
Damn.
You feel me?
Damn.
So just like my dad had picking me up from where she stayed at in the project, like a couple blocks away, like Trinity and them used to be coming pick me up. Duck and them used to be coming get me, like these my daddy real partners. They was in the streets. These dudes always have all black on. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember my daddy sent Duck to pick me up, and he had Trinity in the car with him. I probably was like 6 years old, and Trinity got out. He was like, "You got your gun?" You feel me?
Damn.
Yeah, like
gangsters.
Real talk. He was like, "You got your gun?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm straight." He dropped him off in the project. He took me to Gentilly. You feel me?
Yeah.
But though my dad and them was staying there in Gentilly at the time. But then like when he used to be in the streets and he passed through the area, like he's stopping at my grandma's house, pulling up on me, just even if he couldn't bring me with him, he'd probably buy me some McDonald's or something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, like.
Man, so this is like, you know, 2001, 2002.
2000, 2001. Like right after, like, when he got out, in between like the No Limit stuff, 2002, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm curious, man, and this is just a personal question, man, as far as, you know, while he was here and you were that young, I know you said your grandma kind of brought you up. Did you want to be around him more? Like, did you want to like have him be with him more? Did you long for him?
At the time?
At the time.
I was with him a lot.
Okay.
You feel me? So it wasn't like
that you was missing something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like every chance I could, like, he wasn't in jail, like I was with him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out of town, like I was with him. Like
some rappers, at you know, would be like, man, they so locked in on the rap shit, or they so locked in on business or getting to the money that, you know, when you that young, they kind of sometimes is not saying afterthought, but like, I gotta get it first and then I gotta bring it home.
But man, my dad was like during, like I remember like 2001. It was like, it had to be like going into 2002, like when he first did I'll Pay For It.
Yeah.
He was staying in California with Macy Gray.
Damn. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, he was fucking with Macy Gray.
Damn, that's wild. No, that's wild. That's wild. That's legendary shit.
Yeah, like, so I used to be calling the lady house and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had her number, I had a cell phone number, like, you know?
Dude,
like I always had, like I was always a kid who had more than my cousins and them. Yeah. Like I always had the PlayStations, the Segas, you know what I'm saying? I had a Dreamcast when it first came out. Like I always was.
Was it shit you asked for, or just that shit that they made sure you had? Like, did you ask for it, or they just like?
Shit, I used to ask for everything. Like I used to have like a toy box, and I was a kid. The toy box was bigger than me, but it was full of toy guns. Nigga. I just always loved playing with toy guns. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. I love dressing in camouflage. Like I really was just raised like this. Like it ain't, you know.
How many close friends you had at that age? Like, you normally have your cousins.
I grew up with my cousins. I ain't really have no real close friends. Like my cousins, them four, five, like they all either 4, 5, 6, 7 years older than me.
Okay, yeah.
You know like I just grew up with them. Like,
hell yeah.
I ain't really have nobody my age until I like moved to Mississippi and started making friends. You know what I'm saying? I made a couple of friends and I moved to Dallas. Like, you know what I'm saying? But these was just niggas that I met at the end of the day. My cousins, like. The way our family is, my cousins, my brothers, you feel me? Like, these are my closest friends.
You had mentioned something, and we're going to be moving all kind of around, so we're going to be time jumping around, but you had mentioned Katrina, your grandma losing the house. Yeah. Were you in Mississippi at the time? Were you still in Louisiana?
Man, it took us like 8 hours to get to Mississippi.
Were you, I mean, when Katrina hit in that August, were you in Louisiana at the time?
That August, I had started school, because during the whole time, I was in between, you know, you in between your grandma's house and your mama's house, like my mama.
Yeah, like you do this for this week, or, you know, boom, boom, boom.
But it was like, my grandmother was stable, so my grandmother was like my mama.
I feel,
you know what I'm saying, the younger part of my life.
She got the house, she got the, she ain't going nowhere.
So yeah, like, I was starting school in Mississippi. I had been to school in Mississippi, but I was starting to go back to school in Mississippi during that year.
Okay, damn. How was that for you, man, to see, you know, because, you know, I'm you know, of course I'm older, whatever, but that Katrina situation, man, when I look back on it, man, it was such a devastation just to the lower Ninth Ward, you know, just the wars down there. For you being that young, did you understand the devastation of what was going on? Like,
let me tell you, the part of Mississippi, you know, Mississippi, like an hour from New Orleans.
Yeah, facts. But Biloxi,
we ain't missing not just Biloxi, like, all other parts of Mississippi and Louisiana, like, we ain't missing no storm. Like, we ain't had lights for like 9 weeks.
Nah, facts.
Real talk.
That's a story that don't get told.
Like, we was sleeping outside on the air mattress just because it was too hot.
Yeah, but I say, yeah, we did like, August. Yeah.
Gas stations loaded. Like, you want gas for your generator, for your car, you got to be in the gas station for hours, 8, 9 hours. Like, yeah, like.
Man, so you young doing it. Like, what is your mind processing?
I was in 5th grade.
Yeah, like, how are you processing that? Like, damn, like
that shit was fun to us. We ain't gotta go to school. I'm keeping it G. Like, not as a young person, like not looking at the storm.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Feel me? Looking at, we don't gotta go to school. Yeah. It's lit out here. I got cousins from New Orleans. Like, nobody in New Orleans. So we in Mississippi. My other people in Houston. Like my grandfather, he got displaced for like 8 weeks. Damn. That boy for like 5 weeks. We thought that boy was dead.
Damn. Damn. Did anybody in your family come up after Katrina? You know, a lot of niggas have to figure out how to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Right after that, you know, anybody that will just all of a sudden start shining and shit, nigga that got to the money somehow, or it's just still like everybody was kind of just they going through.
My family ain't been like that. Like, I'm the first person to run it up like that in a long time.
Oh man! All right, let's do it like this. Growing up in the know you, man. You know,
I ain't started being in the Magnolia till I was like 14, 15 years old.
And that's exactly what I want to talk about, because that's a time where you're very impressionable.
Right.
Nigga get into the females, nigga, you know, the situation, nigga looking at trying to how to dress right. And growing up in the know you at that time, man.
But really,
Go ahead.
Really, let me tell you, like I was telling my cousins was like my brothers.
Yeah.
My cousin, he just died, man. He died in the shootout with Cinco de Mayo. You feel me?
Yeah.
As in peace, like my brother, he gave my first gun. You feel me?
Damn.
But I was with them, and they from the 7 Wall. You feel me? Like they from downtown. Yeah. So I'm learning a lot. Like a lot of stuff I got into early was with them. You feel me? Before I even go over here. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm curious. Were they more so wanting you around, or you just want to be around them? When they said both.
Oh, they wanted me around. I wanted to be around them. Like still to this day.
Yeah, it's the life.
Cousin, man, I used to talk to my cousin every day. Like if he never died, and I called him right now, I'm like, man, I'm in Dallas. Man, I gotta move. I could be like, I gotta move, or man, they got this dude. He trying to woo the wild. I need you to check on something. You feel me? All right, and book him the flight, and he gonna be on that flight. Real talk, like no question. We were just in Miami last year.
Now, for real, man, again, because you come into this thing, because I'm speaking from you coming to this with a little bit of notoriety. You got a little stature, you know what I'm saying, from who you are.
Man, we was broke.
So did you ever think about like I'm gonna just go get a job, like just work at the little whoop?
I got a job. Oh, I used to go to Jackson State.
Oh,
shit. I used to go to Jackson State. I couldn't get no job. Like I had so during the school year, like 14, 15, you know what I'm telling, hang with my cousin them. But this man like summer and holidays, you feel me? Summer holidays and weekends. Yeah. But like, when I was like 14, I got my first job. I was a little bus boy. I used to wash dishes. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's real. No, that's real.
Real talk, because I wanted a whip. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I had stole my husband's car and wrecked it. My license got suspended.
Was that your first time stealing a car?
Yeah, that was my first time. I ain't had to high wire to nothing.
Yeah, but your keys
was up. It was up. I was in that bitch doing donuts.
But then you wrecked that bitch.
Tore that bitch up.
God damn.
I tore that bitch up 1 block away from my mama's house.
Nah, bro, I can relate. I can relate.
Tore that bitch up.
Damn.
So that like, I went to jail and everything.
Damn.
But I had a job. I was working. I wasn't really making shit. I probably made like $50, $60 a day. You know what I'm saying? But
that's lit back then. That's lit back then.
It was a couple dollars, you know.
Damn. So did you strive? You know, like you said, man, we was down bad back then. Like, there's always a thing that they say.
Like my mom worked 2-3 jobs.
Damn, just to keep the lights on and shit.
Feel I had a little sister. Taking care of my little sister, like holding it down. You know, like my mom had a nigga, but he worked 2 jobs too. Damn.
They say every young man that's coming from that lifestyle has 3 choices. You know what I'm saying? Either play ball, rap, or get out here in these streets.
Man, I was in college broke.
Damn. So
my mama ain't even bring me to college. Nigga, me and my mama had been beefed out so much my last year of school. My cousin came pick me up and dropped me off at Jackson State.
Just drop you
I was like, man, yeah,
get to it.
He graduated a year before me. And he was like, look, I know you be trying to get your money, but if you go to the school, they will give you a refund check. Like, you
that's right. It's a hustle. It's a hustle.
You feel me? Real talk. And I was like, yeah. So he was like, look, we went to the same high school in Macomb. He was like, I'm gonna link you with the counselor. And man, the counselor's daughter was like my best friend at the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she was going to Jackson State. So her mom was like, yeah, I really want you to go with her. You feel me? Like, I want you to go to college with them. Like, so she made sure I got in there.
That's real.
And
that's
like
real.
she helped me do everything I needed to do.
That's real. Did you ever finish college?
Nah, man, I was stuck.
Well, like 1 year? You just
nah, not 1 year. I stuck for like 3 years. I was stuck and I did good. Like, man, my accountant, I was accounting major. So one of the CPAs in the accounting department, like he really was fine to me. He gave me a work study job. Man, but I was wilding.
I'm about to say, was it a female?
Man, it was everything. I was wilding, bro.
But you know, it's always that one thing that you just
like. Look, when I talk about this, people be like, he be lying. But if you ask anybody what the Jackson State between 2013, 2016, they gonna tell you.
Well, hey, so tell me some of the wildest shit, because I know how the colleges in Texas was doing it back. You know, what's some of the wildest shit that was going on during your Jackson State, tenure? His smile. I can't even tell you. God damn.
We used to have all right, so I stayed on campus the summer semester and the first semester, my actual first freshman semester. Yeah. The only time I stayed on campus. After that, I got an apartment off campus, like a student apartment. But every nigga in this apartment All right, so I used to be cool. When I first got to Jackson State, they had this nigga named Wayne. He was from New Orleans. But he went to Jackson State, like, I went 2013. He had been us in, like, 2009. Yeah, he was finna graduate, but he was he was getting his master's for accounting. So we just locked in. He like, bitch, my people. Like, I see him, I'm at the mall. He like, say, don't I know you? And I'm like, I'm booing him up. I'm like, nigga, you don't know me? He like, yeah, nigga, I know you. Like, you Ladara, huh? Like, yeah, how you know me? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's just some older nigga come up talking to me. He got this dude from Cali named Chess with him. Chess probably like a year or two younger than him. This ended up being one of my closest friends ever. I'm still to today. You feel me? Chess. So Wayne ended up moving out the apartment and telling the people in the office, like, let him get this room. You feel me? Yeah. And I'm in here with all these older niggas. It's Chess from Cali, and there's two people, Brandon and Blood, they from New Orleans too. Yeah. So I'm hanging with them, and it was 421. Like, we have smokeouts every night. Every night we got smokeouts. Every night we got bitches over here. Like, nigga not going to class. Like, we was stuck.
Did you just end up quitting, or did you get kicked out of something?
I just ended up quitting. Like, man, I had bills. Like, I started creating bills. Like, man, Chess used to live a lifestyle to where every Wednesday before school, before class, because we had later classes on Wednesday, like other classes started like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. No, I ain't had class on Friday. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday started like 8, 9 o'clock. Yeah. But on Wednesday started at 12. So we'll go to the mall before school and just get fly. Yeah. Fresh. Feel me? And we had bills, like we had regular bills. Nigga had a car, insurance, you know what I'm saying? We trying to put gas, we trying to take care, like, they got little chicks. My homegirls that was from New Orleans, I ended up getting close with, like, man, I used to be, if they ain't have food stamps, I'm giving them money to cook. We making sure everybody smoke. You know, we in college, you know what I'm saying? We the ones with it, so we making sure everybody good, like, feel me?
Facts. Now, I'm curious, who all in your family was rapping at this time? Like, you know, as you're coming into, you know, you in college, you fucking around. Who's all rapping? Is your auntie already rapping?
My auntie will stop.
Yeah, she going crazy.
She turned. When I'm not in school, that's kind of what made me quit too, because I'm like, man, I don't be taking it serious enough. Like even when I used to go, I spent a lot of, like, I'm telling you, I'm in New Orleans, you feel me? Yeah. So like if I don't got school on Friday, I could get on the train, like, if my car was broke, or if I ain't had no car, I can get on a train and go all the way to New Orleans from Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like $40.
Damn. So you didn't feel like, at the time, were you pursuing music?
At the time, I was on some trying to pursue it type shit. Yeah. I got C mentoring me, C in my ear, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I'm trying, but I wasn't good. I was good at hustling. Yeah. So that's what I was doing. Real shit.
All right, let's get to it, man. I'm just curious. Let's start with No Limit real quick. For you yourself, you know, now that, you know, No Limit has its history, everything is, you know, it's already written, it's already there. Outside of your father, man, who did you like music-wise in No Limit? Who was you?
I ain't like him.
Yeah, why, bro? Was it the beat? Was it Beats by the Pound wasn't putting it down?
I was a Cash Money type nigga.
Damn, man. So wait.
Juvenile was my favorite rapper.
Juvenile put it down. So all right, well, hold on. Let's stay on No Limit first. Even going back, because again, a lot of this music predates you, you know what I'm saying? You have to kind of, you know, maybe go back and listen to it.
I had to go back and listen to it?
Yeah. You just was it the sound that you just wasn't fucking with, or what they were saying? Like,
when I started really getting into, like, I ain't even really listen to my dad's music a lot. When I started getting into it, like, 12 years old, yeah, it spent me.
Like how? Go ahead.
Like my cousins and them living like this. Like I told you, they 4, 5, 6 years older than me. So when I'm 11, 12, they 16, 17, 18. Feel me? They living like that. Yeah. So when it's in me, like my cousin who died, he the reason I know how to roll a blunt so good. Like, no matter what I'm doing, I roll a blunt. This nigga sat me down and told me, "Nigga, you not about to keep smoking all my weed up. If you want to smoke weed, you gotta at least learn how to roll." And he was like, "I ain't even about to just give you no lot of weed. I'm gonna just give you 5 cigars. And if you don't do it, you never smoking. No more."
That's some real shit, though. I ain't gonna
lie. I rolled me one of them bitches and that bitch smoked.
Figure it out, goddamn. Figure it out. So wait, Master P. one of gonna go down to history as one of the.
I ain't never liked none of Master P music,
bro. So was it? I mean, what about
Ice Cream Man? Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, but
I ain't like that shit.
Like what about it? Cause I'm just curious because niggas used to live and breathe this shit.
It ain't catch me.
Was it the voice or the beat or like just something turned you off the shit?
It just ain't catch me. I mean,
damn man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like I went back and I thought m&rder was cool. I liked the Mac. You know what I'm saying? Mike had the sharpest sound and shit to me. Like the Camouflage Assassin, that's my shit.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
If you would have said like Silk the Shock, I would have understood. You know what I'm saying? But
you know that song Mercedes was popping. I could tell.
Hell yeah.
That was a popping song from No Limit. We the 504 bar.
Yeah.
Like that.
So normally people from a certain
it just was a couple
section,
songs like
normally when you from a certain hood or you from a certain city, you automatically feel like you gotta like music. So it's surprising that you be like, nah, I'll just fuck. I just want it didn't hit me. And even though they're from your,
I ain't from the Cali.
No, I'm not saying from the Cali. I'm saying from the city. Like you've been in the city where you like, I'm gonna turn up for my sexual.
Like you gotta think about it. Like I told you, like my whole life, my whole influence. Like people used to be telling me, like, you Soulja Slim, son, you supposed to have some paper. I like the Birdman. This nigga stunning his ass out. The #1 stunner? How you don't like the #1 stunner? Even when I grew up in it, like I used to tell my auntie, I used to be like, man, I'd be a rapper, that shit cool, but I really want to be like the nigga Birdman.
Nah, facts, nigga. However this nigga got it.
Inspirational.
Yeah.
Real talk.
So, I mean, let's talk about it because, again, Slim was fucking with No Limit, but also one of his biggest hits was with Juvie on the Cash Money side of things.
Well, Juvie wasn't on that.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was removed from that situation.
No, I'm talking about Juvie. That song ain't had nothing to do with Juvenile.
Oh, for real?
My daddy was just a nigga that knew Juvenile. The song was already Slow Motion.
Yeah. Slow
Motion was a song. He went Juvenile added his verses.
Oh damn. So wait, so the business behind it, he knew Juvie.
Yeah, they from the project.
Yeah, but he like, hey, I want you on the track because it became Juvie's track.
He went, all right, so he had I pay for it. It went up, but it ain't do what he wanted it to do. So he went to Juvie on some, man, I just did this shit, and they ain't do how I wanted it to do, but I got another one. And I know if we put it on your CD, since you got the business, you got the deal and shit, it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna want to push it.
Definitely. God damn. So that's lit. So would you say, as far as for you, now that you listen to now you've been going back and listening to your pop's music, was that his shining moment right there, you feel?
I feel like that would have been, that would have been his one.
Yeah.
That was the one for him. He knew it. He knew it. He played it so long before putting it out, before putting Juvenile on it.
That's real.
He made it like close to slow motion and I Pay For it, made it like around the same time.
Yeah.
But he was pushing I Pay For it first. You know what I'm saying? It was that one. Yeah, but the name of his game was Cutthroat Committed. It was number some cutthroat shit going on in his life.
Damn. Now, I think you spoke on this before, but I definitely want to ask you, and I want to talk to you as far as, just kind of the day of, Soulja Slim's passing. You're young, you're 8 years old. It's funny because we've all experienced loss, you know what I'm saying? Whether people lost a son, lost a father, a mother, for whatever reason. But, whenever it's due to gun violence, it's always unexpected, it's always untimely. That ain't from no sickness where you can kind of prep and be like, you start remembering the last thing you said to your pops or whatever like that. For you, being that young,
I just remember crying.
Yeah, but I said, do you remember like who even came and told you what was going on?
My mama.
So your mama came and told you?
My mama told me. My mama best friend, her name was m&rdered Dawson. Her name was Gucci. She from out the Magnolia.
Oh wow.
Feel me? Like I told you, my mama went to school, in New Orleans. My mama grew with these people. Yeah. So her other best friend, well, there was 3 best friends. It was Gucci and Juanita. That's Skip's wife.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was, I think Gucci called her because Gucci was still living in the project. Feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you after the fact, again, you're young, and even as you got older, do you I think the dude who even got caught for it, you know, some other, you know, whatever, you know, that situation happened with him. Do you go back and like look at as far as the details of what could have been prevented? Like, you know, was
prevented?
Like, now when I say prevented, I mean like, damn, let me go through my dad's day, what he was doing the day before. You know, the internet now exists where like you can see kind of what he was doing. Like, man, a lot more information out there.
Man, that shit was. It was a lot of shit that was supposed to happen that day that he was supposed to do that didn't happen because other people played parts in it, and I really just feel like them people played parts in that. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Leave it at that. You say your mama had other, you know, other dudes around, boyfriends.
Yeah.
How did you take to them when they came around?
I ain't never had no stepdads. My mama just got married when I was 20-some years old. Like, my mama got married because I got out of jail this day, November 15th. Was it 15th? I think she got married November 15, 2021. But the nigga she married, that's my stepdaddy now, you feel me?
Yeah, what's she?
Cause she married him, but that's the dude car I stole and wrecked it.
Oh, damn.
So he been around.
He been around, yeah.
Man, dude done went through a lot though. Like, we had to mutually understand each other and respect each other. Like, we had a fist fight.
Oh, you had a fist fight on?
What?
Was it out of respect? Was it due to your mama or just?
When I wrecked this car, he snuck me and put me in a chokehold.
Wait, what, were you? Because were you like fuck it, or were you remorseful when you wrecked it?
Hell no, I'm fucked up. Look, he was like, "You ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing." He snuck me, boom. You feel me?
Damn.
And grabbed me, slammed me in the tub, boom. And I'm like 13. I'm like, man, get off me. Yeah. My cousin gave me a gun.
Yeah.
Like, my mama locked me in the bathroom, like, tell him, like, leave, hurry up, get out. I'm pulling the door, boom, boom, yanking the door, then yanked the door, the hinge broken, boom. Feel me? Real talk, she done fell in the door. I ain't try to push it, but I done pushed it, jumped over and got the gun. Feel me? Like,
damn. He's still around. He's still around to this day. Shit y'all can laugh about.
We don't talk about it.
Y'all say y'all won't talk about it.
Man, we done took it there a lot.
Damn.
We done took it there. We don't bring up, but we at the age now. All right, the last time we took it there, it had to be like right before they got married. Him and my sister, I had a little sister. She like 7 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? She was born 2003, the year my daddy got killed.
Yeah.
So him and my little sister got into it. And my mama over dramatic, you feel me? And when she say stuff, I click out.
Yeah.
I clicked out, you know what I'm saying? With the punching on the man, you feel me?
Damn. So you living this life, man. Jackson State is behind you, man. You know, now you becoming the man you're supposed to be. You start traveling, bro. You start moving around. You start fucking around, whether music, whether business. You start living a life, man.
Business was booming.
Yeah, you start living a life, man.
Business was booming.
Who put you on game? Like who was in your circle at the time? Still cousins or?
I don't really want to say too much.
Yeah, I say too much.
All right, so like I told you, I was in college. Where I moved in this crib, it's 4 rooms, 4 bathrooms, you feel me? Yeah. And one of the dude Chess, who was with Wayne when I met him, he was from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Feel me?
So San Francisco already tells a lot.
He was from San Francisco.
Tell you a lot.
And I started with $50. And they don't think I'm lying. Dude just texted me when I sat on this blue couch, God forbid I'm lying. I'm telling you, like, I started with $50 here, tell you. The first day I spent them same $50 like 9 times.
Damn. Run it over.
But I had motion. I knew a lot of people. Like, it's different in college. You know, after school, everybody won't put their bread in and have a session. It's different. So you could easily come up like if I buy 3.5. You know, people used to buy .5s. Yeah. Feel me? You know, it's like $25 a gram. You sell like .5, $10, $15. You feel me? Yeah. Man, we used to sell .4s. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm by any means. We trying to get the extra. Yeah, by any means. So, like, I used to do it a lot.
What did Ply say? I ran off on the plug twice. Did anybody ever try to just, you know, you ever got one of them stories where nigga just like, hey, nigga, get in the blood, man. I'm done. I'm gone, nigga.
So my first time I ever ran off on somebody, I had met this dude. I met him through chess. This a nigga from Jackson. He was a football player.
Oh, okay.
Rich nigga.
That let you know.
He owned the studio. My partner Chess rap. He cold. He on tour with Larry June right now.
Oh damn. Okay. Yeah. Chess.
Yeah, man. So Chess, he older than me. You feel me? Like I told you, everybody I hang with 4 or 5 years older than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we at the studio, and dude see me doing my thing, but I'm rocking with Chess. You feel me? So he done kind of went over Chess' head, like, man, what's up? Like, I'll throw you something. He taxed me, bust my head, and it shook up on me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck you. You feel me? That's what it is. Fuck you. Yeah. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was wrong. Cause I should have took my lick. Like, but you don't really understand it until you in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I took a lot of losses. Like one nigga, like last year, my partner, like that's why I don't really got no friends now. My partner, this nigga really my partner, like, it was a reason I never did business with him, you feel me? I just let him buy whatever, you know, you can go in with me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he ended up owing me 10 racks, and I ain't talked to that boy since.
Oh, nigga, that's a, nigga. Has a nigga ever tried to pay you in counterfeits?
A nigga, when I was in college, a nigga gave me a counterfeit 100 for a $50 3.5, and I gave the nigga $50 back.
See, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. So what do? You just get that bitch off, and you're like, I'm gonna get this in the
I had stepped out of class and shared a nigga in the bathroom. So boom, my class was like 2 hours and 50 minutes. So I'm sitting in the class, I'm sitting here. And I keep pulling the money out of my pocket, looking at it. Man, I stopped the class, like anybody in the science building, like they can vouch for this. Like, I stopped the class, I said, can I ask you something, Miss Butler? She said, yeah, what's wrong? Because you seem like you bothered. Tell me if this real. She said, I ain't gonna lie, baby, this is not real. Man, I said, I'm sorry, but like, I gotta go right now. I gotta go. I put my bag on, real talk, and I went. I told I go, cause Chess was my roommate. Yeah. I go to the crib, I'm mad. Like, I'm like, man, nigga just played on me. Like, so he like, man, what's going on? What's wrong? I'm like, man, they gave me a fake $100 bill. I go give him $50, you feel me? Like, God. Man, so we on campus looking for this boy. He wasn't from on campus, he was just a nigga from Jackson who came on campus and got me. Yeah.
God damn. I'm curious, bro. Do you fuck with Power Book too?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, cause I look at, you know, Ghost and his son Tariq. I'm like, you kind of like, you living a life like Tariq, but he trying to fuck. Hey. Would you say you have more wins than?
If I was doing it on Tariq level, nigga, I wouldn't have been getting extorted. For one, man, nigga not extorting me no $5,000 a week. I don't give a fuck if you as councilman.
Nigga, for real.
Yeah, talk. What you talking about it? We gonna figure my cousin this $5,000 and it's over with for you, councilman.
We gonna figure this shit the fuck out.
Talk, like, hey, you got tripping.
Would you say you have more wins like with hustling than losses overall?
So after Jackson State, when I moved back home, I'm in the city. This had to be. So I had my baby 2020, 2017.
Okay.
I better look at my tattoos. I had my baby 2017.
That's real.
Her name is Dara. That was my first year. I made $100K.
Well, you named your daughter?
Adara. A-D-A-R-A.
Oh, Adara. Okay. I like that. So that's your first year you made $100K?
That's my first year I made $100K. I met this and that. That at the earlier that year, like I had been hustling, like, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple of dollars. I probably had like 5, 10 racks, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm thinking I got some cheese, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 20, 21. I turned 21 in September that year, so I'm 20. I ended up meeting this dude from Florida. He was investing in this artist. So, you know, people from Florida, Soulja Slim be their favorite rapper. Yep. So he was like, man, we're gonna come down there and pay you for a feature. He thought, I got this partner, Willa Boy, that I rap with. He thinking, Willa Boy, he older me. Willa like 35, I'm 27. Yeah. So he thinking, Willa my big dog. You feel me? He thinking I'm selling weed with him. Yeah. So we sitting in the studio, I booked the whole studio session. Like, me and Willa used to book the studio session together and just do our thing out of it, you feel me? That's how we used to get our money. So doing them come, they gave me $1,000 for a verse. And he peeping the play. So he just ran into me like, man, say, I'm thinking, you know, I've seen you on the ground moving and woo-woo-woo, but I'm thinking this situation different. He was like, just sitting there watching you doing your thing. Like, it was like, I probably got a situation I can help you. You feel me? He was like, I know some people I could link you with. know what I'm saying? He was like, really? I'll bring you to him. Damn. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to use my money because I don't want to get into it with you like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get entwined with you like that.
Facts.
So he was like, I'll take you to it, and whatever their price is, that's their price. And he took me to Oregon.
I'm curious, when you say I touch 100K, does it feel like, even like when you say it, like, did you know you, like, when you're making money, it's easy come, easy go, like you spend it as quick as you got it.
You spending it. It's like
do you feel like, you know, knowing that you had 100, maybe more than 100K on you, do you feel like you had 100K on you after like looking at what you purchased, looking at how you was moving back then?
Even after I bought a lot of shit, I bought my chains and shit, I'm riding around BMW, I still got 50, 60 racks in this bitch.
As long as you got a residual.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I probably have 20K in cash, you know what I'm saying? Just if some shit happened, and the rest in product. You feel me? But it's mine, like, I don't owe nobody.
There you go.
I done bought it, you feel me?
There you go.
So.
Was, I know you said you just recently had a daughter at this time. Was your girl at this time? Like you had a girl, like were y'all together?
At first we wasn't together, but when she found out she was pregnant, it was,
man, you patch it up. That's real. Do you feel like having a female counterpart helps you in this game, in that game? Or it's better to be like solo dolo out here?
And with her was a hindrance. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell a lot of people, like I don't mind talking about the mistakes I made, about the shit I feel like was flawed out, but like a lot of my shit, I got too caught up in trying to be a real nigga.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't really deserve no person like me for real, you know what I'm saying? But I ended up with 3 kids by trying to be a real nigga because we had one.
Stick to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's what's familiar.
And really, I should have cut ties with her at 1.
Damn, that's real. Y'all, how y'all doing it right now? Y'all coexisting, co-parenting, y'all. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I don't even want to talk.
It is what it is. Now, I saw you. Shout out BZ TV. I saw you on BZ. Rare Report. You didn't kind of made your rounds. I saw one story that they bring up as far as just being on tour and fucking with the big dogs. I think you spoke on your first time meeting Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm just curious because as you said, you weren't really fucking with no limit side of things, but Cash Money kind of where it was at based on what Baby was doing.
That's the only reason I really spoke on the Wayne situation because like dude influential.
Yeah,
to us.
I'm just curious because you're young, or let's say you're younger than myself, and when it comes to when you see Juvie, Wayne, BG, Turk, and of course Baby doing this thing, Manny Fresh. Who you said Juvie was your favorite? Who did you see yourself like as far as when it comes to just either just getting to this bag, into this money, just mentality? Do you see yourself more like Baby?
I was on that Birdman shit.
Yeah, that Birdman shit. So how was it meeting? Because again, that's the JR.
When I first met Birdman, I was with Juve.
Okay.
I was with Juve.
Do you have an expectation of when you meet him? Like you have an expectation of who the man is?
Fuck no, even if you don't know who I am and I tell you who I am, just you know what I'm saying? Like don't brush me off like Wayne did, you feel me? Wayne killed me. Like I was like, damn, I really like this. Like, you Wayne, bitch, like, you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. So when you meet Bird and Baby for the first time, when you meet him,
when I met Bird when I met Bird for the first time,
do you get introduced as who you are?
When I met Bird for the first time, I was not with Juvenile.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I probably got my dates mixed up. Yeah, matter of fact, I was with Juvenile. Okay. But I ended up running into him again when he was doing this shit with Young Thug.
Okay, yeah.
But I think that was my second time. But yeah, I was like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Slim son. He was like, yeah, I know who you is, nephew. You feel me? Like, you know how you talk. I know who you is, nephew. It's number love. You feel me?
Yeah.
They used to let us get on the tour bus and shit. So I'm like, yeah, like, bitch, they getting in that life. You feel me? Like, this my... You know what I'm saying? That was my first time.
Do you feel like asking questions like, because everybody want to soak up game as best they can?
I ain't gonna lie, I used to be scared to ask a nigga some shit.
Yeah, that intimidation factor, like, ooh.
It wasn't no intimidation factor, it's just, I ain't never want nobody to feel like I was just, like my whole life, I ain't never want nobody to feel like I was just dick riding them.
I feel you.
Nobody, like, so I just, if I hear you talk, Like, if you tell me something that's real, that's valuable, I'm taking heed to it. Like, and you gonna know that I soak that shit in. Yeah. That'll make you want to tell me more. And like a lot of OGs just always took to me.
Nah, it's real. How did you and Thug link up, man? As far as just, you know, was it an introduction?
Nah, they was doing a meet and greet in New Orleans, and shit. I was at that bitch. Like, I'm like, this nigga weird, but I like this nigga. You feel me? He was baby, like, I'm about to go over here. You feel me? Like, who was young? I think
this is when everybody was fucking with Thug about, you know, the dress shit and like.
This was before the dress shit.
Yeah.
This was when he was just weird. Before he had them ugly ass diamonds in his mouth.
I remember.
Yeah, like this is young Thug. This is right out the Gucci Man era.
Yeah.
So Birdman nephew Nino Calvin, we go over here. Like anytime Bird in the city, we linking up. You know what I'm saying? So we used to hustle together. So we was linking up, and you know.
Yeah. And it's funny because whenever you see a situation where like you don't know what people are going to turn out to be in life, you know, as far as how big they're going to be. Do you see greatness in people like when you meet them, like whether even before now, after now, like when do you like, I see why this man's so great. I see why fans fuck with him so heavy.
Man, I tell everybody this story. I went in like 2018, like 2017, 2018, I went to Detroit and I was on Delicious. She used to have a little show. A little reality show. I linked up with Peasy. You know, people like he was popping in Detroit. But ain't nobody know, you know. Just before he went to the feds and everything. Yeah. Dude, like he hit me up like, we're gonna link up and go to the studio, you feel me? So I ain't getting no rental, I caught an Uber. I wasn't even old enough, I don't even think I had no credit card at the time. I had paper. I'm in Detroit like 10 racks on me. Feel me? So I caught an Uber, I go to the studio, I'm standing outside in Detroit, just posted up in front of the studio, he ain't here. You feel me? So I ain't blowing his phone up, I'm chilling, you feel me? I ain't, like at the time, I was 21, cause I was flying with my gun at the time, you feel me? So I'm in Detroit with the Yale, and I'm chilling, like, and they called me, he like, you made it? I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting out here in the front, ain't nobody here though. He like, oh, why you ain't tell me? I'm thinking you in the whip. I'm like, no, I Uber. So he pull up on me in a Hellcat, my first time in a Hellcat. Nigga. Yeah, pull up on me in a Hellcat, he got me through Detroit. Man, my whole time in Detroit, like, I lived like a superstar. I'm at the radio station, and I went to Somerset every day and bought designer outfits.
Oh, now that'll do it. That'll do it.
Every day.
That'll do it. What are your thoughts as far as, and I gotta ask you, because, you know, the situation happened, man, the whole YSL thing happened, man. You see what not only Gunna, but
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, like
that was a real nigga, bro.
Yeah, it's like
that was the first rapper who had a big buzz that peeped, but put me, Young Juve, and TY on his Instagram and tagged our name and this shit, like million follower nigga. You feel me? Like,
people need to know that, because that's some real shit. That's some real shit, bro.
First nigga ever.
Damn, bro. That's some real shit,
bro. Like Juve had put us on one of his CDs and shit, but he had not just posted us. Like Thug was like, I'm in the city, I'm in New Orleans, I got the young hitters with me, like, you know what I'm saying?
Damn,
and he passed his phone around, like, everybody make sure everybody tag their name.
And this a million view nigga, this a million follower nigga, like, that's some real shit.
The concert packed out, we in the back with him.
Damn, bro.
Feel me?
Damn,
it's him,
bro.
This the Slime Season 3 tour.
Oh, yeah.
Him, got it, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. God damn, bro. Damn, bro.
Nah, I always say free Young Thug.
Nah, got
so anytime if I see Thug today, what's up? Give me a hug, like, what's up? Feel me? Like,
Hell yeah. Now, I gotta ask, you know, we had a guy on this couch, man, by the name of Terrence Gangsta Williams. You know, he was Hot Boy Original. Have you seen his shit, and what are your thoughts on just what he is, and kind of, you know, his whole situation of, you know,
I mean, I don't got no thoughts on the situation. He funny. I seen this shit. He's funny. And he be joking a lot. That's what niggas do. Niggas jokes. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day.
Shit, but I don't just be on there watching. Yeah. I don't just be on YouTube just watching niggas shit like that.
Nah, there you go. I want to ask you, because, you know, again, you did talk about, as far as, you know, being able to make money, being able to do, you know, again, there's raps, there's sports, and there's, you know, just trying to get to the money. Why did you never take like the rap fully serious? Like, just where you live in the studio, just I'm always in this bitch all the time, 28 hours I'm in this bitch. You got a lot of, it seems like you got a lot of resources.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
You ever rap?
Yeah, hell yeah. Before we started this, we were rappers.
We was rappers.
Yeah.
Y'all sold drugs?
Let's say we've been around the life. Let's just say we've been around the life.
So
let's say we've been around the life.
I had these resources. It sound good. It sound like I had these resources, but I ain't. Everything you ever seen me do, I ain't never had no manager. I ain't never had like no real manager. I ain't never been signed to nobody. I ain't never. Everything you ever seen me do was me. Any video you ever seen me shoot, $10,000 videos, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Like I bust my ass and put that shit into that, hoping that shit was gonna come back like something, and it didn't.
Did you ever make $1 off music?
Yeah, like, I made some money.
Okay, but just not enough to where it made sense to pour
anytime I make money, like this how I am. Like I'm a hustler. So you know, in the trap, the more money you put in, the more money you gonna make. It just wasn't like that with music. Feel me? Anytime I made money, like, boy, I just got a check for 3 racks off music. Feel me? I made, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom, I might spend 5 racks on a video.
For real.
Like all together, like with budget, like you gotta pay the camera people, I gotta get fly, you know what I'm saying?
Did you ever pay money to put a studio in your crib? Like, I'm gonna pay for my own studio where I can just record all the time?
I got a studio in my crib right now, but ever since the 2017, me and Young Juve opened our first studio.
Okay.
I done had 3 studios in New Orleans. Not public studios. I only let me and my partners recording this shit.
What's your relationship with Young Juve? I mean, how long y'all been?
That's my brother. That's my daughter. That's a dad.
Yeah. How long? Like, when did y'all? Like, how long ago did y'all like link up?
We was broke together. I met her when I was 17 years old. I met T.Y. when I was like 14.
Damn. So yeah, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm curious. Now that y'all are older now, and y'all see kind of, you know, y'all are right there in that you know, like we had Mo 3, Yellow Beezy Trap, you know, that's in your age range, but there's a younger crew that's coming up under y'all. Y'all never thought to put money back into some young niggas out of the know you or anything like that, as far as you got the resources to maybe put some young niggas on?
No, because fuck, we couldn't do it for ourselves. Yeah. To be honest with you, like, it sounded like we had the resources, but to say me and this dude, I'm Soulja Slim son, he Juvenile son, this is my best friend, like we both been independent the whole time.
But I'm saying that, even saying that, me as a young nigga, I would sign, not saying sign, but I would fuck with.
I'm not gonna sign nobody, I can't guarantee them something.
I feel you.
Me just giving you money to put you on a paper, you know what I'm saying? Hoping you blow up, hoping somebody else put more money into you.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically all it'll be. I don't have a guaranteed situation because we ain't never been able to guarantee ourselves nothing.
Damn. Your dad's music, is there any unreleased music that hasn't got put out there? Like, who owns the rights to the music? Who has the music, if anything?
I got the music.
Do you have a plan as far as, you know, we talk about...
Not right away, but eventually. I've been thinking about selling a Soulja Slim verse for like 100 racks. The reason I want to do it is because I want to do the Soulja Slim Museum, like the Young Doe shit.
Yeah,
and my auntie both want to do that. So that 100 racks go towards that, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I watched an old Vlad TV interview where Lil Meech was on there talking about his pops, you know, Big Meech, whatever. And this is way before, you know, 50 and Power and all this shit. And then, you know, fast forward almost, you know, 5 years to a decade later, you know, he's playing his father. Would you ever be interested in a Soulja Slim movie or documentary or story being told, and you have a part in it, not probably playing in it, or just overall?
I'll be the director.
Yeah, overall, directing it.
It's gonna be my shit.
Yeah,
I ain't playing in it. I'm gonna hire some people. How much you want? Yeah, I'm the big dog. I always been that. You feel me? I ain't.
There you go. Yeah. Is there a plan to do anything with his story? What is likeness?
Like I said, we trying to do the museum. I want to do an autobiography.
Yeah.
And I want to do a series on it.
Yeah.
Because the series could be the autobiography gonna be facts, all facts. Like it's gonna be shit that actually happened, everything that actually happened in his life. The series could have fiction in it. You feel me?
Nah, facts. Now I gotta ask, when it comes to just, you know, like you said, the music stuff didn't quite work. You know, you just ain't, you know, it ain't making that kind of money. Now, this is, you know, I'm sure you've been fucking with the music for a minute. do you see where now it could work? Where you might be like, man, let me kind of refocus myself, rebrand myself, get back out here, because it seems like people focus on brands and kind of just, you know, your name is a brand right now. There's a way to make money off the brand, even outside of music. Do you feel like getting back into either the music bag or even doing other things outside of that?
I mean, I was just in a movie with Heartbeats the other day.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah.
Me and Heartbeats working on a project right now. So we looking for a situation for the project. Fire dope shit. I put 2 singles out off of the project, Feel Me and Can't Sleep, produced by Heartbeats. Yeah. I really do music because I love this shit. I grew up in this shit. It's my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
Definitely.
Like, I don't gotta go to studios. I only go to studios if I'm going to Heartbeat studio because I'm working with him, or if I'm going by Black and Mild.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? Or like any other producer that I might work with.
Where do you reside now? Like, where do you live?
I live in Houston. I live in Lovely. You know what I'm saying? Kick back. $400,000 crib, you feel me? Yeah, flex on him, you feel me? The nigga be thinking like, yeah, man, that's why, like, I'm living that shit for real, like, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
Man, I ain't living in no shack, man. I don't even post my house. I ain't never post my crib, nigga, 3-story.
Nigga.
You know what I mean? Real talk, I live in that bitch by myself. Got a studio in there. Yeah.
Do you prefer H-Town over Louisiana? I mean, over New Orleans, over Mississippi?
I don't never plan on moving back.
Just kind of where it was.
I put in a lot of work. I did a lot of shit.
Yeah, to get to this exact moment.
Like, I've been paying my bills 6 racks. My bills, let me see. You know, when before I moved to Houston, I was staying in Atlanta. For a 3-story house,
yeah,
on mortgage, it's the same price that I was paying for a condo downtown Atlanta. I was staying there for 2 years.
Damn. Yeah, not for real.
Like, man, during COVID, I ain't had no crib. I stayed in the Airbnb the whole COVID.
Oh, damn.
Airbnb, 3 racks a month.
Oh, hell.
During COVID.
Yeah.
Downtown New Orleans.
Damn. Now that 3-story hit different than that condo.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is just the way I live. Like, I'm lit. I'm only gonna go up.
There you go. Now, you was able to touch on a lot of other blog platforms, as far as just speaking, and getting your story out there. Do you have an end game as far as the business that you're building, the brand that you're building, as far as, again, people gonna see your face, even when we do this, we got, worldwide attention to where they're gonna want to go follow you and see what you do next. Now, mind you, I know you get into it, but they do want to probably tap in like, man, what a movie, where's it at? Like, do you have anything to lead? I got a
website, soldiers.club. All my projects, all my music business in order, just like any other artist. So if you type my name on anything, it's gonna come up in order.
You ever thought about going to live in LA to try to make something shake out there?
I used to live in LA.
Okay, how was
I made it shake.
Yeah, how was that?
I ain't making shake in music. I made it shake. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just a hustler at heart. Like I do music because I love it. If somebody came to me with a situation, and I could drop in everything and do music, but I like a lot of music I don't put out. Like, I'm at home making music all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn, man. They always say, I know you say, like, man, it's,
it's just like for my daddy got killed. Like, he wasn't just lit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel it.
He wasn't like, nigga barely booking that bar $2,500.
Nah,
you know what I'm
saying? I hear you. So
you gotta just like, I just look at it like that. Like, I do it because I do it. I own a record label. I'm icy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, the shit I got, niggas signed deals for that shit. So
you wouldn't put, Megan Thee Stallion signed a deal for $10,000 and look what she became.
I give a fuck. I had offers like that. Somebody tried to sign me for $30,000 in the top of my career. But I had 20. What the fuck am I ain't think, if I get this 30, I'm gonna have 50. I ain't think that. My grandma always used to tell me, like, don't just be out here doing stuff. You got a legacy behind your name. You feel me? Like, you stand for something.
Nah, okay. That's some of the that's some of the realest shit. That's some of the realest shit. Speaking of family, like how much family is involved in your day to day? Like, how many family members do you still talk to today? You know, as far as shout out auntie, man, shout out GI. You got to bring her through whenever. Hey, tell her come on, fuck with us, man. But how many family members do you like talk to on a regular to this day?
On a regular is not for me. It's not day to day. I'm gonna talk to you more than the average person I talk to throughout the month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't talk to people every day. Only person I talk to every day was my old lady, for you know what I'm saying? That's
real. That's real. That's real. So
and my kids sometimes when they mama not, when I'm able, you know what I'm saying? No, I be.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think the best thing that could happen right now is, you know, television is big. Tubi's putting anything out, you know what I'm saying?
I got a Tubi situation.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know, nigga, I mean, whether it's about your life.
They playing Tubi paying. They paying good.
Bro, you rack up a quick 30, 50 racks with a little situation. I mean, a little hour movie about yourself or some shit. You rack it up quick. I'm saying you got the name to be able to maybe do something, but you're right.
That's what I'm working on. Yeah, that's what I be writing. That's what I be putting my time into.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. I just still do music because I know that I'm still continuing my legacy at the same time.
There you go.
It's just a lot to juggle. I'm doing what I do to pay my bills. You feel me? I'm doing music. I still got my estate to focus on. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And I got my own estate for my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like I own properties. You feel me?
Real
like,
shit. Real shit.
I'm just doing it. 27. I'm just doing it.
Man, from a businessman, from a business mindset, what advice would you give some young niggas, man, that like come up on, you know, like you said, you had $50 on you, but you learn how to turn that 50 into, you know, whatever, you know, whoop-de-whoop.
I was a smoker. My grandpa was a crackhead. My mom and dad was a crackhead.
Damn.
Like real talk, but he wasn't no fucked up crackhead.
Yeah, but did it affect the house?
He was functioning.
Okay.
He was functioning. He didn't stay with us. He died at my mama's house though. Feel me? Like, but he was a roofer. And I really feel like he like, as far as my hustle, like he instilled a lot into me. Like I used to, early in the game, I was picking up cans.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to have this little partner who used to steal a lot. I used to let him go steal candy out the grocery store and let me sell it.
Nigga, that's the first jug. That's one of the realest jugs back then, that candy jug.
So it just came like, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever, like. The only reason all I had was $50, but I knew I had all these people that was willing to give me their money, but I just needed the capital up front. You feel me? Damn,
nah, you seem like an intelligent man. What advice would you give a young nigga?
I went to school for accounting.
So yeah, you already know numbers.
You already know numbers. That's what my life is like. Man.
You already know numbers. A nigga has $10,000 cash on him. What would you tell him to do with that to try to not double it, but just invest properly?
Shit, I keep doing what you did to get that. Just keep stacking it. However you got that, it worked for you.
Yeah, however
if you got it off a life insurance policy or some shit, you could buy stocks.
Yeah.
But shit, I done lost in stocks. Now I lost in Bitcoin. You feel me? My shit done dropped and I sold. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, cryptocurrency and shit. Like there's losses in that shit too.
Gone in a day, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like people making it sound good. But it ain't no right or no wrong way.
Nah, yeah.
It ain't no right or no wrong way. Whatever worked for you, worked for you. Like, man, I bought, like my little property I'm developing right now, I paid $4,000 for it. I'm trying to build a shipping container home.
Like, talk to him.
The village, you feel me? Like, people always need somewhere to stay. Like, so when I bought the property, I bought it from my sister daddy. Feel me?
Yeah.
He was like, why you want to buy it so bad? What you plan on doing with it? And at the time, I was fighting this trafficking charge in Mississippi. And I bought it in Mississippi. And I was like, man, people in Mississippi rent $500. And you don't got to give them much for that. You know what I'm saying? And my old lady used to be like, you trying to sell people short? Like, she used to be getting on me like.
Ain't no such
thing. And I'm like, ain't no such thing. It's a market for everything.
Facts.
So I'm trying to build these tiny homes out of shipping container homes. If I build 10, 500, that's $5,000 a month.
That's fair.
And I was telling her, like, man, just think about it. Like, Mississippi got up to 3 years and indict you on the charge. Feel me? Like, yeah, it's raw. Mississippi, they got 3 years. Like, they could hit you the last day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts.
So I'm like, if I go to jail, like, if I try to take him to trial and I lose, like, I'd be facing like 10 years for some petty shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I get this started, I at least could
have some.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even if now I used to be telling push him to shove, even if I don't get the loan to be able to build all the houses first, when I get out of jail, stay at this property, I can buy me a trailer, put on that bitch.
That is facts. Nah, that's facts. You ever like, you know, I know you say you pushing a couple cars. Do you ever like spend your money on a car that you like, man, I should never did that shit. I should have bought that car. Okay, yeah, that is.
I don't spend my money and say I should never did that shit. I'm balling. I ain't lying. That's just how I was on that Birdman shit I told you.
Nah, you gotta look at
Dude got mad influence on my life. Like, he don't even know this. Like, he might, if he watches the interview, he ain't gonna be like, I ain't even know that. But dude influence, man, what?
Damn.
Man, think about them niggas coming through Uptown. Man, we young. Them dudes coming through Uptown. All this shit y'all seeing on the video, we seeing this shit firsthand. Feel me?
So if they ever make that, you know, I think you seen Paid in Full?
Yeah.
All right. If they ever make a story about the know you just New Orleans in general.
They got the Magnolia Boys movie coming out. Birdman working on that.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm Birdman. You watching?
Baller blogging. Not my first favorite movie. Yeah. It's my second favorite movie. My first favorite movie is the Block Party. You ever seen the Block Party?
Nah, what's that?
It's an original New Orleans movie.
I'm gonna find that.
It's like a New Orleans Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that.
Bro, it's on Tubi.
Who's in the hoe?
Man, Lucky Johnson, you know Lucky Johnson,
yeah.
Tyler Perry cousin?
Yeah.
Lucky Johnson, Juvenile, Fifth Wall Weeby, what's his name? Austin Powell.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Okay, Block Party. Yeah. All right, let's get to it, man. Man, yeah, for those that do want to, you know, just follow your movement, man. See what you got going on, man. Tap in with you. What social media platforms are you on, man? How you juggling the social media right now? Man,
I'm just on YouTube. I be on YouTube. I got Instagram, Lil Soulja Slim. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, you active on that or?
Kinda.
Okay.
Sometimes, like shit, I might post once a month. Sometimes.
But YouTube is kind of where you throwing shit out at.
Yeah, YouTube gonna always get it first.
Okay.
Like anytime I drop a song, like I'm put right here off the computer, straight YouTube.
All right, hell yeah.
YouTube.
Hell yeah. I would definitely, man. Any shout outs you want to give, man? A lot of people got you to this point right here, man. Are they worth a shout out right now?
Ain't nobody give me here. I got myself here. That's some real niggas I worked with over the time, but ain't nobody get me here. You know what I'm saying? I really, man.
Wait, I'm curious. Did you expect people to do more for you, if anything, or you like, man, I'm in this whole dolo, fuck it? Or, I mean, because you come from.
I don't accept it. Now I'm in this bitch dolo, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we expected more people to do more for us. Of course we did. Look who we is, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
But fuck, they ain't do it. So
you can't cry about spilled milk.
Can't cry about, yeah, exactly.
Nah, there you go. Well, shit, man, you already know what it is, man. Again, you got to come. If we come down to H-Town, you got to
come down to H-Town.
Yeah, we're going to hit you up and be like,
I be chilling, though. I be chilling. My gang be trying to get me outside, my cousin them, but I don't be in the streets like that. That's cool. I ain't gonna lie. I be telling them niggas no, but females be having me outside.
See, that's what it do.
Like I got a lot of homegirls. Like they be having me outside drunk off tequila and shit, tripping out. Yeah,
nah, I seen Houston had like a Mocha Fest going on like a couple of
Houston.
That shit look crazy, man.
Houston?
Nigga.
Like I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga.
Like I came to Dallas. When I came to Dallas, everything kind of closed early, and I ain't like that shit.
Yeah,
in
like
Houston, shit don't never close. You leave out the club 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I went to Houston one time and it was 5 a.m. and I seen I ain't gonna say his name, but I seen a big time person coming out of the spot. But where you going? I'm going to the next spot. I said, nigga, it's 5 a.m. Nigga, what the shit? Houston different, man. Houston different, man. Well, you already know what it is, man. First and foremost, man, I appreciate you coming here and even just giving us a glimpse of your story, man. Again, a lot of shit I know we didn't cover. Again, I always tell people don't get too lit to forget. Come back, we're gonna go back through that, man, and definitely run it up, man. Anything you need on our end, you know, definitely let's run it up, man. But we got you on the couch. Lil Soulja Slim, man. Daryl in the building, man. You already know what it is, man. You are a real life street star, man.
Believe that.
Hey, salute that shit. Lego. Yeah.